This year I ain't playing, I'm on a mission. I don't see no competition. Waiting my turn and I play my position. Sat in the room, I ain't talk, I just listen.
What's going on, everybody? Dave here, JDH Reptiles. Coming to the snake room. I want to show you what my new pickup is. So, here, I'll show you it first. And right here it is. I did go ahead and purchase the 48-inch Sea Serpent Incubator. Now, as most of you guys know, I did have that large double door soda cooler that I had built a few years back. That thing had worked absolutely amazing for me, but I didn't want to bring it here, so I sold it, and I've taken the funds and put it towards this. So, if I remember correctly, I think this will hold somewhere between 24 and 30 clutches, with, shooting for 25 clutches, and they don't all hit at the same time. This should do just fine. So, for those of you who don't know anything about this incubator, I'll tell you a little bit about. First of all, I know it's dirty. I still need to clean it and whatnot. But anyways, you have the two buckles here. You got one here and one here. And then you can open up the incubator. Now, I just plugged it in just so I could take the video. The lights are automatic on the fans. So if you turn off the incubator, those are always on, which I personally could care less about. I wish those worked only with the regular lights, but I guess that would kind of defeat the purpose because you can't really tell they're on at that point in time. So anyways, the heat is behind the back panel. This is a false wall. The heat sits back there. I'm going to use a Herpstat for my thermostat. It comes with a VE200, but I don't use VE products. I only use Herpstat. So right through there is where the thermostat probe comes in. And I always bring the thermostat probe over as far to the center as I can. And I hang it into the middle of the incubator. Now, a lot of people, don't understand the idea behind this, and that is that you are heating the air in the incubator, so you need to know the temperature of the air. So even if you had exposed heat panels on the back, which is like my old cooler did, you still would not tape the probe to the heat panels because you're wanting to monitor the temperature of the incubator, not the temperature directly of the heat panel. So that's why this gets hung right there, because when this is all closed up and sealed, and again, it just has two latches on it. So we got one there and one here. So when this is all sealed, there's no air escaping. That probe is going to monitor what the temperature is in this area, directly what's here, but throughout this area. The two fans will keep the air circulating. So that is why you hang your probe in your, inside your incubator instead of putting it directly on the heat panel. Now, another thing I notice people do, which I don't do either, I don't put water bottles in my incubators. I understand it's like a heat sink, so if you get those water bottles up to temperature, they'll hold on to heat better. But unless you have a power outage and you cannot run your incubator, I think it's completely unnecessary. It's a waste of space. This will be just fine as long as it's airtight and the thermostat is working properly and the heat is working properly. So I did stick one tub that I have sitting there just in there for shits and grins. This does have wheels on it. I don't see it. They have any that are locking, so it does move around pretty easy, which that's a little annoying, but whatever. It is what it is. But that is my newest pickup right there. So now I'm going to unplug it because I do not have any clutches to come anytime soon. So there's no reason for me to use the electricity. As you see, I got the thermostat on, but there's no power going through it as far as for heating this. It's all set as disabled. So technically I can shut it off too, but the only power is just this. So I'm gonna leave that for the time being. Another thing that I wanted to show you guys, I have started to pair my spotted pythons. So I have a male spotted python and 2 female spotted pythons. Most of you may not have known that. We've had them for, let's see, since 2020. I've had 2 since 2020 and 1 since 2021. So this is the first year we're actually pairing them, hoping to get 2 clutches. I'll show you those really quick. So the male is a standard spotted python. This female here is it's also spotted python, but it is a granite spotted python. So this is the female right here. The male is back there. And I have never paired spotted pythons before. I've never bred them at all. So I was talking to somebody else who has, and he suggested I throw them together, give them a couple days. I don't have to keep them in for 4 or 5 days like you do with ball pythons. He said give them a couple days and I could take them out. So he's been in there since Wednesday. Guys, I'm doing this video Thursday night, so he's been in there about 24 hours. He'll stay in there through tomorrow. And then Saturday morning before I take off to head to the expo, I will pull him out and I will put him in this one with this girl here. And then I will leave them together. Boop. I'll leave them together for the weekend. So Shelby came in to say hi. So yeah, I'll put them in. I'll leave them together for the weekend. And then when I return Sunday evening, well, Monday morning, I'll most likely come in here and I'll remove him at that time. And I'll pair him up again in about a month, etc. And we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed that I get a couple clutches. That would be great. Like I said, I've never paired spotteds before, so that'd be really cool. As far as what you see here, this rack, see all these cards on here? Because these are the original feed cards. Once they take meals, I pretty much stop writing all the feeds on them. This group of animals up here, I believe, are animals that we're going to hold back. I think there's a couple in like maybe this row here. The rest is all available, plus all the ones that are downstairs. I'm going to be bringing, I think, about 45 animals this weekend to the expo. Somewhere between 30 and 45. I'm not bringing everything. I'll bring a small group this time around and feel out the expo. I'm also going to bring some hognoses. Then we got this rack here, which is these 3 here, and then all the way up. So these bottom 6 are actually, they're empty. There's no females in there, but everything else in here is full. It's all females. And I think pretty much everything there's going to be a handful of probably won't get paired, but for the majority, you'll probably get paired this year. And then right here from actually this all the way down to here, these are all females and they're going to be paired. And all the rest here are all males. So for the most part, like these 3 aisles and down, there might be like 3 or 4 females there. Otherwise, they're all males. And that's those males. There's only a handful we're going to get used this year. We actually might be selling some of them. So it really just depends where we plan to go with some of these animals this year. So keep an eye out for that. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I did want to anyways put the video together. I want to show you guys about the new purchase. I don't expect to purchase anything else this year. I was looking at a couple more monarch animals and haven't decided to pull the trigger on anything. So I think we might just stick with what we have this year, get some pairings started next week or two, and hit the 2025 season. So that's going to do it. I do appreciate you guys swinging by. Thanks for the quick video. Let me know what you guys think. If you've used the Sea Serpent Incubator before, or if you have any questions about it, I'd be more than happy to do an update video down the road after I get some clutches in it and let you know what I think about it from there. You know, once I actually get the heat going and get it up to temperature. But it looks real nice. It's super light. I will say it appears to be a super basic kind of, you know, unit here. It's some 4x2 panels that are screwed together. You know, you got the heat behind the false wall. I think the biggest deal here is the really nice door on it. But other than that, the rest of it's pretty rudimentary. So, I mean, I think that's incubators in general, really. But the price was great. I can't complain about that. I've been looking at one of these incubators for about 5 years. And after I made the last one, it worked so well, I just stuck with it. But like I said, didn't want to bring it here to the new house. So I decided to spend the money on the new incubator instead of building another one. This was easier. It's easier for me to handle, move around. And yeah, it fit inside my car when it showed up at FedEx. I was able to drive it back here and unload it completely by myself. So that's that. I'm going to put another video together probably after the weekend. I do have a pretty busy weekend. Like I said, we're going to do the... I have to think here for a second because I've never been to the show. It's the Taylor Reptile Expo in Taylor, Michigan. So I'll be there, again, bringing Western hognoses and bringing some ball pythons, all hatchlings, all 2024 hatchlings. But I'll be there. I think the show is from 10 to 4. After that, I'm going to come back, unload everything, and actually we're going to drive over to Grand Rapids, across the state, and stay for the weekend. Basically about 24 hours. We're going to go visit family. We're going to do a little bit of early Thanksgiving and Christmas with the in-laws before they go to Florida. And then I'll be back here. And then as of next week, I'm going to have some videos I'm going to start putting together for you guys, as well as we're going to sit down and we're really going to hammer out what I'm going to start pairing in the next week or two and get those pairings going here this month. So thanks you guys. I appreciate you guys. Take care. Again, questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. If there's a video you would like to see me put together for you, just let me know what you'd like to see, and I'd be glad to do that for you. But I'm going to call it. You guys take care. Enjoy your Friday, because that's when I'm going to post this video, so you guys enjoy your Friday. And hopefully, if you're in the area, you'll come out to the Taylor Reptile Expo in Taylor, Michigan. I'd love to see you guys. Come hit me up, take me up on some offers, and take home some amazing animals. Until next time, we'll see you then.